Are you ready to tell them?
I can't think of one reason why we shouldn't. Who wouldn't want to know?
Sure, we know.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Magnetic Beings, the podcast. I am your host, Devin.
I am your host, Heather.
We are
Magnetic Beings.
Expect the unexpected as we journey together, experiencing synchronicities and undeniable miracles.
To enhance your own inner power. Strengthen your already amazing gifts.
Shift your perspective and change your mind.
Learn more about who we truly are as beings.
You are capable of amazing things. You are a beautiful soul.
Love's the answer. Now's the time.
So let's start with this. We have a podcast called Magnetic Beings. All right, Magnetic Beings, the podcast with Devin and Heather. We have a few episodes up there now. You can find it on any of the apps except for Apple Podcasts right now. We're working on that. So go ahead and join us. It's Magnetic Beings, the podcast with Heather and Devin. So you will know that is us. We'd love for you to give us a follow. We also have a YouTube channel if you would like to go on there and follow us on there. We will put the recordings from today into YouTube. The others are audio. Right?
Yep.
All right. So we're going to get started. Hello and welcome to Magnetic Beings.
Yes, you're a genius to figure out all those intricate details.
You are giving me way too much credit. Not a genius. Although, everything has a learning curve. And we are just trying to flow our way. We don't know what we're doing, but we're going to get through it. And that's okay, because that is how it is for all of life anyway, right?
Yep.
You don't know what you don't know, and that's beautiful. So today we are going to talk about water and all of the beautiful properties of water and lots of different interesting facts about water. Heather has done a lot of research on the water, so I really want to let you go ahead and kick this off.
Okay. Well, one of the most interesting things about water to me is that water has memory. And so it's a great way to stay connected. It's a great way to also demonstrate how our energy affects the world around us. And we as human beings are mostly water. So if we are affecting a glass of water, feeding it with love or negativity causes it to crystallize in different ways. It changes the molecular structure of the water and makes it into either beautiful shapes. This was what was in the study. And then the other ones that were negative, they were very chaotic. It was a very chaotic thing going on in there.
Yes, it is. Interesting that you said that. I guess it was about a year and a half ago, I gave Reiki to a glass of water.
Oh no, what happened?
I don't know. That was the end of the show. I guess you only get so much time.
Are we still live?
We are still live, I think.
Okay.
Myself. Hello.
What have I done now? Oh no.
Yes. So, Charlie, if you are there and you want to just let everybody know that we're just talking about water, we're not ignoring anybody, that would be amazing. I would love you for that.
And then we are going to answer any questions. So just hold on to those thoughts until.
Yeah. So now that the show ended, we can just go ahead and continue. Welcome to our beautiful mess.
It's authentic.
Huh?
It's authentic.
Absolutely authentic. You don't get much more authentic than this.
No.
Sure don't. So, a year and a half ago, there is a video of it. I think it's way back in my videos where I did give Reiki to a container of water, and you can see the outline of my hand.
Oh, wow.
It was just absolutely beautiful. There is a video on there. And my plan is to do some more experiments with that, but I've got to find the right container because when there's bends and stuff, it was weird. And I believe you have to show the image to the water for a longer period of time. I tried it the other day, and it did show up, but not as prominent as I've seen some others.
So, a question: you did a Reiki on the water, and its reaction was visible in the moment, or okay? And
After I froze it.
Okay, frozen. Okay.
Yeah, after I
Oh,
froze it.
that's very cool.
Isn't that so cool?
It's
And the great thing about that, so and you don't have to be a Reiki master or a Reiki practitioner to give your food and water energy. We should be praying over our water, especially water, because it goes into every level of our cells.
And it's just gratitude.
With the intention of cleansing it.
Yeah.
Your consumption.
And that's another thing that water does is it heals it heals itself. So, like, if you don't have any choice, this is the way my mind works. If I don't have any choice, I'm somewhere, and I have to use water out of the tap, I always will just let it sit a minute, and I'll just
Put
let it sit. I know the more it sits, it's trying to get back to its original vibration.
Right.
Like it grounds.
Yeah, it's real good at doing that to bring in it's intelligent. It's a sentient being.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. I know, it really is. It's cool.
Yeah, it makes me feel giddy and I see it at the beach, and I'm sure you see it at sitting by the beach in the morning too. Like it literally waves at me. Like, no, I'm not talking about the rolling waves, but like sometimes it'll just flip up and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" It plays with you.
Yes, it does. It's interactive. And for me, the dolphins really, I feel like I can call them. And another thing that reminded me of this ice experiment that was done, and it reminds me of how the dolphins see things with their sonar, vision or however it is. And the study they did with them where the guy was over top of them, the instructor, in a suit with the fins swimming over them. And the impression that came out from them was the shape of that.
I love that.
Yeah. And so I'm out there like,
Yeah. I mean, we're all connected.
Dance, right? And so I said, and this is going to sound wild to some people, but yesterday after I left there, in my head, I was talking to the dolphins and I was like, why don't y'all come every time I call you? Because I feel like that they do come when I call them. And I know that it doesn't have to be a vocal thing. It's just, I'm out there and I'm sending them my, I love them so much. And then they responded in my head as well, saying that we always come, but sometimes you've left by the time we get there. And I was like, oh.
Wow. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You see them all of the time.
Mm-hmm. And they literally are dancing with me. Yeah. It's like, I almost feel like we have a personal connection.
You do. Well, I mean, why couldn't you,
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah, they're I love them.
I love that. I love that so much. As you drink your water. I've got my water too. Everybody make sure you're drinking your water if you're hanging out and listening.
Yeah, you can cleanse your water too with the crystal, those glasses that have crystals in them. Or either there's also copper, or there's also the thing that spins it around into the vortex. Have you seen? I got one of those. Mm-hmm. And also, there's a lot of different ways that you can do that.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
It brings the alkaline up in the water, and then that is even better for your body with the higher alkaline.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, definitely want to be alkaline. Are you reading the comments?
No, You told me not to. I'm doing
I know. I'm trying not to too.
I'm trying to do as I was told.
Stop it. There are no rules.
I know that.
For that all the time.
Oh my
So, some other things that you were researching about water. Um, the Global Coherence Initiative.
yes. And well, okay, so that is about the heart sync. That's about the transcendental meditation.
Mhm.
And this is, I'm glad that you brought that up. The spirit step in because it's a totally different topic, which is we're doing 11:11. Devin is doing a meditation, and that's tomorrow. And that's in that study, it showed that the more people that were putting their energy into an intention,
Yeah.
the greater the results of that would be. And that globally, the more of us that come together and intentionally raise our vibration. And he coined the term, or like came up with it, transcendental meditations, TM. And that's a way of collecting our consciousness across all of human beings, collective, the collective consciousness. That's how you can tap into that and reach more of a, as we are, like, we're all like one.
Kind of like expands, the energy field.
Area.
Yeah.
And that.
It helps not only everybody participating in the group, but people who are not even aware of it.
And then all the hearts start sinking all over the world. And then it's just like, if anything like is negative, it has no choice but to be like, wah! The more we got. Yeah. Are you going to go do it on the beach?
No, I'm going to do it here in the Reiki room. So it'll be, that meditation will start at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to do the 11:11 portal with the intention of spreading love and peace and joy. But
you know what? I'm like all jumping into your conversation, but we could do this then, but I could mute and just show the ocean.
That would be fine with me.
If we want, or I don't know what, but.
Yeah, let's do that. We can integrate with the water. Yeah, let's do that. See how it happens? We are
we're having an event, right? And we have been manifesting everything to make this event happen. And we were so blessed today that Bill, one of my mods, donated some tickets or, some money toward that.
Scholarship.
And so then I went on I went onto my phone because I was going to Venmo money over to Devin because he's dealing with that. And then I look and there's 111 right in the account. And 3 cents. And we've been like clicking on the 111 stuff because
all of it.
My dad's numbered, and it's like there's a lot of things. Anyway, back to topic. Squirrel.
That's okay. That's all right. We want everybody who wants to join that event to come and spend that time with us. It will be happening in Virginia Beach, Virginia, where Heather is. I'm traveling up there to have Thanksgiving with family anyway. So on the Saturday after Thanksgiving, we are offering a mini retreat for Reiki, and she's going to do her healing and mediumship. And we are focusing on the chakras. So that is what our core focus will be for these sessions. We will be having a guided meditation on the beach that morning that we will be streaming as best as we can. I think I'll bring my microphone and then just stream it from the phone, either into Zoom or TikTok. We'll see how that happens. Right?
Yep.
Beautiful. So that is that. If anybody is interested in information for that, please send us an email at magneticbeing at proton.me. And if somebody could write that in the chat. Charlie, I think you have our email. We can get back to you with more information. There are some videos on both of our accounts with information that has that email on it as well.
Yeah, I have a playlist actually for us. I think that the playlist is called Magnetic Beings.
Awesome.
You
Okay,
know,
I'll do that too. Yep. I didn't think to do that. There's lots going on. You guys, things are really ramping up in our world. I called her this morning on my way home from the beach, and I was like, I just got another another idea from Spirit. She's like, great idea. And I'm like, we got a lot of irons in the fire, but that's okay because we are inspired and we are happy to be bringing you all, all of this joy and love and support and peace. And we're happy that you're all part of both of our communities.
yes, amen. And I was going to say, given that we're made up of that much water, and given the idea that our energy and our intention can change the molecular structure and actually create an imprint into water, it makes it even more important to be kind to ourselves.
Exactly. Because the water in your body is listening to you.
Yeah.
You are, I say this on the beach in the morning, you are the God of your own internal universe. The water is listening to everything you're saying to it, and it will take up the structures of which you tell it to. Beautiful.
Yep.
So, what else you got for us?
Let's see. I thought about something when you said, you know what, it's funny, I have done no notes here. I have none of my research here. I have none of, I'm in my studio, and normally you'll like, go live or do you want to do this? And I'm like, oh, and then I immediately am like, let me make sure I have all my points of interest, contact, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Whenever it's time, I'm coming with what I got.
There you go.
If I go back and like come back to an answer or something, that's fine. If I misspeak the wrong number, that's what I'm always worried about. I flip numbers around, and then I'll just be like,
don't worry. There's no need to worry. We're not taking life so seriously, right?
There's nothing serious going on here.
No, you got nothing to worry about.
Nope.
Yeah, and if you jive with us, you jive with us. And if you don't, then you don't. It's okay. It's all good.
That sounds like a country song.
We can make one.
No, let's finish the books first. Here we go.
What else are we gonna do?
We're gonna do it all. All of it.
All of it. Awesome. Yep, there's the email that you guys can send your questions about the event. It is on November 30th in Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and my friend Kelly is gonna be doing the bowls.
Yeah.
And we're gonna walk on, if you want to, the labyrinth.
Oh, I definitely want to do the labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
I love the labyrinth.
And the meditation garden. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. So grateful.
I'm so grateful too. Don't push yourself too hard. Rest. Make sure you're totally drinking a lot of water because, water helps to heal and shield you from, outside influences that are not necessarily in line.
And grounding.
Yeah, and definitely staying grounded for sure. The earth is our charging pad.
Yeah.
The earth is, we are the greatest disservice to us was the rubber soul. Grounding yourself anywhere in nature is highly recommended.
And the Schumann resonance is what the sun's CME coming in and affecting that Earth's heartbeat.
Yeah.
That frequency, which is the same frequency as our heart frequency, chakra frequency. And then that's why we need to stay grounded. But now that there's more, you see in all these reports of aurora borealis, or whatever's going on, more of that is happening than as human beings. I would imagine we need to ground, to reconnect with whatever that heartbeat is it wouldn't even surprise me if everything doesn't shift up a scale. You know what I'm saying? Like it probably, I don't know how that's gonna. I have to think about that a minute, but
Yeah.
it would be like taking the piano and playing the chords here, and it's just gonna go right up to the next. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Ha!
We're raising our vibration.
Yeah.
And we're ascending.
Yep.
I love that. So, water also has a
I think that it's reactive to what it's around.
Yeah, I think it is too. What is the resonance frequency of pure water? 528 hertz.
528.
528 hertz. And it's like, I think it's one of the purest frequencies that you can embody yourself with. Salt baths, like Charlie was saying earlier, she had a salt bath. They're so good for you. Sea salt or Celtic salt, like a couple crystals in your glass of water, will help your cells to receive all of that beautiful hydration, which is really good. Just a couple of crystals, of the salt and the water. You don't want to like dump a bunch in there. Too much of anything is not good, right?
Like what I'm saying is, I wonder if the water's frequency is not higher now, and when is the last time they actually measured it, and how did they measure it?
Yeah. Girl, I love you. You're amazing.
Okay, so that's all. Thanks.
Thoughts of Heather. I love that. So I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not we're not experts in any of this. We're kind of provoking thought because that's
definitely.
That's a great place to be, especially now. Thank you, Nikki. So it's important to keep an open mind. Now we are giving you facts about, what we're researching, what we do know, but then you're going to hear us like insert like, I wonder. And then, but it's,
that's how I got to where I am, was by wondering and being like, wait a minute, and I'm Nancy Drew, trying to connect the spirituality to science so that I can make everybody realize that we all are like just woo together, and so I go, and I'll dig around and find out, and then it's all connected, and
it's all connected.
It's so exciting, really, to me.
It really is. And the most exciting part to me is, and I've always been curious about, and we all have had, I firmly believe this, we have all had this our entire lives. I don't care if you were like not connected at all, or if you were like all the way, like almost completely done with incarnating. But I really do believe that we all have this innate knowing of the magic of us. And which is why people are like, what are they talking about? What are they doing? What are they saying? I know that they do. I know we all do, not they, all of us. I know that we are all connected.
Well, you know it as when you're babies and until the children start to have to interact with other humans, and then there's there's a time in your life where you remember that it was also clear.
Yeah. Yeah. And you were happy and you didn't the crap.
And then keep swimming,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk to you. So this morning it's weird. Obviously we're not just talking about water here, but this morning when I woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't sleep, and something was like, get up, and I'm like, hi, I didn't really want to because I have, I've got a long day today, but I got up and I came into the Reiki room here, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna pull a card, a perfect card pull for this time. The videos, down in my TikTok, which you can check out. But then I was like, just flipped up one time through TikTok, and I got into this live, and they were pushing light through these containers of water. And like sometimes they'd have one container, sometimes they'd have two, but the beauty of this, and it was like, oh my God, we're going to be talking about water today. Um, and I stayed and I listened and I was watching, and he had some lasers, and he had, not like burning lasers, but, like light lasers, and some crystals, crystal bowls, other kind of bowls, and then different, just, there was like a red light that he was using, and then a white light, flashlight. And he was pushing this light through the water and through the different containers that it was in. And it was like magnifying a image on the wall behind it. Okay. And it was like living. It was like alive. It was alive. You could see shapes of pyramids popping up. You could see the Eye of Horus came up. Beautiful rainbows, because we know that, the prisms, there was a prism in there and that cast these beautiful, I got this.
You heard that.
I got this crazy ringing in my ear. So it was crazy, because all of a sudden I was just like crying, releasing all of this energy. And I know that it was light and water and healing. And so whenever you're getting healing from a person, I'm going to be having water around me, because water magnifies everything, and it pushes it out. It helps to expand. Isn't that cool?
And it calls you to it. Calls me.
Every day. Those couple days this week I didn't get there. I was like,
oh, I know how that feels. Oh,
yeah, it's not fun, but
I mean, I don't know how I'm your pain and all that. I know the letdown of being like, oh man,
yeah,
no matter what the reason, like I didn't get to be there and make sure the sun wasn't acting shady.
Yeah. Heather doesn't trust the sun.
I don't trust the moon either.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So make sure you're drinking your water. Water's great. And it's the most powerful force on the earth. It can get through anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's stop for a minute and see if anybody wants to add anything. John Connor. Yes, it is. John Connor. That was his name. It was amazing. Were you there this morning, Yaya Spirit? Water is life. That's right. Water is the
guy's name that does the light in the crystals.
Yeah. Yeah, his name is John Connor.
All right.
I don't have his permission to say his name, but I'm sure he won't mind. And the host was Darren Intuitive or something like that. I didn't write his name down, but I followed him. It was a beautiful morning. I'll say that.
Yeah.
So I even sent you the live, but maybe you weren't up yet.
Right. I don't know. There's no telling. Sometimes I
don't know. You never know. You never know.
Yeah. Yesterday I saw, kind of a strange light in the sky.
What?
I don't know what it was. I took a video that then when I went to look back at it, wasn't in my phone. And then last night it popped back up in my phone. So I'm going to go and check it out. But it's like a light, not a real fast one. Like I see at the beach. It's almost like steady. At first I thought it was a heron.
Oh.
I was at the state park. I don't know. Can't figure out what it was.
So it didn't go by fast?
No, it was like first low, like that's why I thought it was a heron, and then it went way up, and it almost disappeared for a second, but I think it was in a cloud, and then it came back out, and it's I don't know. I always attract. It could be something totally normal, but I seem to attract.
Nothing is normal. What's normal?
I see.
It's normal anyway.
Ooh.
I know I don't want to be normal. I want to be like everybody else.
No.
We are all unique. We are all beautiful. We are all light and love. When we choose it. So, all right. So then for tomorrow's meditation, you'll come in like this.
Okay.
Is that good? Is that good for you? And Heather will just be sitting there watching the ocean. If you don't think you're going to have anybody coming up to you, just leave it on so people can hear the water.
Yeah, that's what. Oh, so people can hear. Okay. We'll see. I don't want that because sometimes, it interferes when two people are talking, one that cuts the other one out. And I don't want like your meditation audio to have
I'll
interference.
have music on, so you're going to participate in the meditation?
Of course.
I love it. So
Let's raise the roof on this. Oh.
Wait.
I forgot we're live.
No, you didn't.
I know, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so much joy hanging out with you. You guys, she's so fun.
Thank you. Yes, ditto.
I am really excited for this event. I can't wait. So if you were not in here a moment ago in the beginning of this live when we were talking to you about magnetic beings being magnetic is an event that we are having on November 30th in Virginia Beach, Virginia. You can join this with us in person or online. We will be doing a guided meditation with Reiki at the sunrise, which I think will probably be 6:30 or something, Heather?
And I think it's 7.
7, okay. And then we're going to go walk a labyrinth at the ARE, all right? And then we're going to take an hour or two break for people to get cleaned up from the beach and everything. And we're going to come and meet at a location in Virginia Beach where we will, there it is. There's the flyer.
Yeah, if that's the right information, because I was trying to get to it real quick.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay.
That's absolutely perfect. So we are going to be focusing on healing the chakras, all right? The meditation, everything will be focused around that. We will have some tea, some refreshments, foods that will correlate to each of the chakras. So if you're in person, you'll be able to enjoy all of, those tangible things. But if you are online, then, you'll just hear us talking about what each thing does to help you and teas and all of that beautiful stuff for each of the chakras. We'll go over some things about what each energy center does and helps you to regulate, and what clearing can help you to do, and all of that beautiful stuff, all that beautiful information.
Riding a skateboard in the rocks.
So I could be on my vibration pad.
Oh my goodness.
So it is going to be a beautiful experience. We do have some scholarships available. The cost for this to join us online is $11.11. If you are interested in doing that, please send an email to magneticbeing@proton.me. You can screenshot this. I think the email is right here at the bottom. Charlie also has it in the chat. And then the cost to come in person is $22.22. We are just going with these synchronistic angel numbers because it's beautiful. And that's the only reason why.
Thank you, Charlie.
So when you come in person, you will get all of the things. You'll get a special gift from Heather and I. And there will be some time for you to schedule also little mini sessions, little mini Reiki sessions one-on-one with me, and some healing and mediumship sessions with Heather. So it'll be all in this beautiful little cottage there in Virginia Beach, right near the beach. So it's going to be beautiful, and we hope that there are some of you out there that can join us for that. But the first step would be to go ahead and send us an email. We'll let you know how to make your payment and how to join us. We'll send you some links for a Zoom. But also, there is a few spots available with the donations that we got today. So decide soon so that we can start to fill those slots with the donation that Heather got from one of her mods this morning, that would be beautiful.
Yes, Bill, thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bill. That is absolutely amazing. What a beautiful heart.
Yes. Oh my God, when we were leaving the beach, here comes Simon,
Oh, yeah?
right? Yeah. And he was so happy to see me. And then he looked at Bill like, wait a minute, who are you? And then Bill reached down and then Simon let Bill pet him, which is amazing because Simon doesn't really let anybody pet him. And I was like, oh, what a great soul he must be then if the dog trusts him so well. Because they know, those dogs know.
Yeah.
Yes, and then the kind gift. I'm appreciative.
Yeah, that's so good. All right. Well, so we look forward to hearing from all of you. We're going to get together and do this more often in lives. I think it's beautiful.
We should do thank you and love myself. We should do this instead of talk on the phone.
Yeah.
Freaking A. How documented would it be then? Rah! Love life.
Oh, goodness, you're amazing.
Oh, Lord. All right. Well,
Cool.
that was a great battle.
We didn't battle.
I know.
We didn't battle. I'm trying to think of what else we should.
Thank you.
We talked about the podcast a little bit. If anybody's interested in going and following our podcast on Spotify, Audible, really anywhere that you can find a podcast except for Apple, because we're trying to figure out the Apple ID situation. All right, so do we want to do cards? Do we want to pull our...
Yes, let's pull a card.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm getting them.
Get mine out too. This will be collective pool for everyone.
It's a canary. It's the number 12.
Okay.
Oh,
12. Sing your own song, and mine is Purification, Fire, Bare Essentials, The Naked Truth, and Wholeness. I got Purification, Wholeness. This is number 14. All right, this is Bare Essentials, The Naked Truth, and Wholeness. What is it that your heart truly desires? What do you perceive is missing in your life? In order to find the answers, you must look inside your heart. You already know this, but have been reluctant to look because part of you fears what your heart is trying to tell you. The only way forward is to face your fear. Oh my God, I was talking about that this morning too. Something in your life is not working out as you would have liked, and it's not going to get any better unless you have the courage to face it. Close your eyes and relax. Imagine a beautiful flame warming your heart and soul. Feel it purifying and healing light, burning away your fears and doubts, healing your body and mind, and clearing away all obstacles, either imagined or real. Feel your heart center as an endless space full of only love and light. Feel the peace. You are safe in this eternal space of light. Now, what is your heart saying? When it brings a tear to your eye, you will know that it is your truth. Your soul will guide you towards happiness. All you need to do is follow and trust. That is amazing, because the card that I pulled this morning was this exact message too. Like, even though what's happening around you is not what you prefer and not what you want to be experiencing, going with the flow, you know what I mean? And moving forward, even though you might be fearful, like, wrap yourself in this bubble, right? Let it go. You don't need to hold on to that crap. It's doing nothing but holding us down. You know? That's beautiful.
Bubble of love.
I love it.
A bubble of love. And like I used to tell my kids, if somebody sends hate your way, then you take that and let it bounce off. But when it hits the bubble, turn it into love so that when it goes back at them, it hits them with love because they need more love.
Yeah. Yep. I love that. That's beautiful.
Let's see if this one, the canary spirit, sing your own song. Canary Spirit arrives to help you find your authentic voice and express what is in your heart. Feel free to experience your inner light and let it shine, as Canary Spirit sings to remind you of your inherent joy and to support you as you sing your own song. Now is the time to let the world know who you really are. Canary Spirit's message is that you are free to be yourself and express your most cherished desires. The world wants to hear your song. If your inquiry is about a relationship, you're being called to fully be yourself, for only then will you find harmony and joy. You can make music with others so beautifully when your notes ring true. Didn't you say something about truth?
Yeah.
Truth.
When
Truth.
you sit and you see, like, when you're sitting with your fear and then you start to cry, that's your truth.
And look, my sign says Heather, truth. What?
It's been my pillow. It's like been my back pillow.
Another. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
Oh my God, beautiful guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We love you all so much. You are amazing, beautiful souls.
Yes. Amen. Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.